Africa is a land of royalty. I am here in Ghana, West Africa, at the palace of His Royal Highness Naba Sigri Bewong. He is the overlord of the SAKOTE chiefdom. I've paid a courtesy call on him, and I will be having a conversation with His Royal Highness. Come with me. This right here is the throne of His Royal Majesty Naba Sigri Bewong. His Majesty will be coming to sit on his throne and grant Big Vision Media an interview. Hello, wonderful viewers. I have been granted a rare privilege by His Royal Highness Naba Sigri Bewong. He is a trained mines engineer. He ascended onto the throne in 1999, and ever since, SAKOTE as a chiefdom has always emerged as one of the promising chiefdoms in the country of Ghana. His Royal Majesty will be telling me a whole lot about this town and his vision for his people. Your Royal Majesty, thank you so much for allowing me into your palace.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, Your Royal Highness, give us a brief history about your chiefdom.
Yes, my kingdom is called SAKOTE. The meaning of SAKOTE means old teaser tozafi. It's a local dish, and people used to eat, and there were leftovers, and the leftovers is called SAKOTE. It dates back to about a century ago, when our people, our great-grandfathers, migrated from the Malwe area, and they settled here because of farms. They needed land to farm.
What makes one a royal, and what makes one become a king like you?
I'll start. The chieftaincy institution started in my area around the 1900s, and the first to found the king was our great-grandfather called Jelajarak. After he died, it has to go to his son. The second one was Dadobla. He ruled for well over 60-70 years. And when he died, he passed it on to his son. You have to be a royal before you can ascend onto the skin. Here we call the skin. Right now I'm sitting on animal skins, and that's the skin. I am the 5th royal to ascend onto this throne.
Wow, thank you so much, Your Majesty, for that. Now, let's come to today's world. What is the role of a chief, or what is the role of a king or a queen mother in the developmental process of this country?
Yeah, even before we were colonized by the Europeans, we had our own institutions. We were governing ourselves through customs. Every traditional area has their customs, way of life. So the Constitution, that is why the Constitution recognizes the institution. So that is why government recognizes us, and we are part of the governance system within the 1992 Constitution.
Now, Your Majesty, let's talk about your chiefdom. How large is SAKOTE, and what resources do you have here in SAKOTE that you think investors sitting somewhere in America or Europe watching Your Majesty speak might say, okay, you know what, let me come to SAKOTE and see if I could invest in SAKOTE?
The biggest resource we have is land, enormous land. Population is not all that much. We have about 10,000. I have 8 division areas. We are bounded by the red water, and then we have forest reserves. Land is the biggest resource we have. And what our people do, mainly they are farmers, but we have got vast lands, which we want to convert them into land banks.
Okay.
So that any investor that comes, we have the land. The land is here, properly demarcated, and then we use it as an equity. So that's the biggest resource we have here.
Now, Your Majesty, how about the mother of the chiefdom, if I should put it in plain language, your wife? What role does she play in terms of the laid down traditions and custom of this chiefdom?
She plays a very important role. The biggest role is like a chief advisor to the chief.
Okay.
If there are problems, say maybe marriage problems, they bring to us.
Okay.
We sit upon it. He will listen. And if there's any stalemate, quietly behind doors, the scene, you advise the chief.
Awesome.
During the skillment of a new chief, he plays a big role. When the processes are almost done, we decide to select a particular chief. The chief's regalia, she will keep it. She will keep it until the following day that we say, and then she will rope, together with the elders, rope the new chief. So they play a very big role.
Now, Your Majesty, what is your vision for your chiefdom in the future?
My vision is to free my people from poverty. How do we achieve it? Working in collaboration with the NGOs that come here. The NGOs. If we are able to free our people from poverty, I think we've done a lot. By attracting NGOs to this area, and we started working through USAID. In collaboration with them. And only last week they sent one of the implementing partners called Winrock. For us, if we are able to preserve the forest, they will help us, the farmers, with planting economic trees, namely Dawa tree, share that tree. If we are able to succeed in this project, that's income coming to the women and the youth, and we are working towards that.
Wow,
Yes.
wow, that's awesome, Your Majesty. Now, SAKOTE is also well known because of the cultural, the dancing troupe from SAKOTE. The Wongo dancing group. Tell me a bit about that. I think they are so much skilled, or their dancing style is so marketable, such that when should they have an opportunity to go to United States of America or Europe, they will be very well patronized.
Yes.
Did you help put that group together? Or?
Thanks to Reverend Monsignor Roger Abotoyere. He initiated them. He collected youth, the young ones. Then they started practicing. reviving it, bought them set of uniform. So the credit will go to Reverend Monsignor Roger Abotuere. He's now a retired Catholic priest residing in Congo. He is the one who assisted them, and it has come, and they are really good. They can perform internationally. Yes.
Wow. Now, Your Majesty, you said you have how many divisions in this king chiefdom?
8.
8. So, how often do you enskin a chief?
In the event of a natural death,
Yeah.
then we do the enskinment. Since I ascended into this role in 1998, there was a vacancy in one of the divisions called Quantitown. I enskinned. Then again, he reigned for some time, died, so I enskinned. So in that particular area, 2 chiefs that I've enskinned. Another area called Nyokmari, he died years back, and then I've enskinned. So that's the 3rd one. Another division, Kuri, I enskinned there twice. Then Dasang once, Paramo once. So my 18 years rule, these are the chiefs I have enskinned.
When someone presents himself to be enskinned, what do you look out for? What qualities do you look out from the person before you grant him that role of a chief to rule one of your divisions?
The qualities that we look for, the person should be honest. Honesty is one. Humility, because going to preside over people, he should humble himself before them. He should have a vision why he wants to become a chief. What can he do for his people? We'll ask them all those questions. But he should have a very good vision for the people, so that he's not just enskinned and he will lord it over the people. So we look for humility, patience, and the good qualities that.
Now, Your Majesty, you are highly regarded and highly revered among your fellow chiefs and kings. I am told that His Royal Highness Togbe Afede came to your kingdom, paid a courtesy call unto you right here in this in your palace.
Yes.
That tells the halo of respect or the dignity that you are accorded amongst your fellow chiefs. Now, what would your word be by way of advice to your fellow chiefs or kings in this country, not just in this country but in Africa as a whole?
My advice is that, in fact, his visit here was highly commendable. I had known him for 4 years. And he kept on. Is to bring unity. And when he came with his entourage, 115 people, accompanied by 8 paramount chiefs, 2 queen mothers, and his councillors. That alone visit has united us. You know, Ghana were made of different ethnic groups. And when you visit somebody's area, it brings unity.
Yes, yes.
So my advice is that we should encourage chiefs to visit each other. When we go, you go to a place, you may even know the problems.
Yes.
And if there's any assistance, we'll offer. But number one is unity, it brings unity. So I encourage other chiefs to do the same thing. He has invited me in 2017.
Okay.
His festival is September.
September, okay.
So I'll also reciprocate.
Now, Your Majesty, what would your word be out there to the youth?
My message is that they should take education very seriously. Education is key to development. The youth must all attend school. Lucky for Ghana, the primary education is free. The youth should take education seriously, study hard to the highest level. When you get your academic laurels, you can you can aspire to anything.
Okay.
So that's my keyword.
Okay.
And then to refrain from drinking alcohol and drugs. Yes.
Your Majesty, I would wish, if you wouldn't mind, let me have a word from my mom sitting next to you.
Oh, permission granted.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
She's silent behind me. Permission granted.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Mama, let me ask you, what is the role of a woman in the affairs of a chiefdom?
My role as a woman behind the chief is to liaise with anybody who comes to see the chief. People come here, they need to see the chief, they want advices. I will make sure I see the chief, we sit together, and then we know what advice we can give to the fellow. My last problem is the children.
Okay.
I'm very interested in the children.
Children, okay.
I always make sure, especially getting festivals, like yesterday, like this Christmas Day, I always want the children to come here so that I entertain them, so that they know that at least they have got a mother.
That's pretty awesome.
Once in a while, I call my fellow women. We sit together. We know their problems, and then if they need, the chief need to come in, I consult him. Then the help is given to us.
Now, Mama, if I should ask you to say a word out there by way of advice to the girl child, what would your advice be?
My advice to the girl child is, as Chief rightly said, education first. If you are educated, everything is there for you. They shouldn't look at the good things they see with people. The quick money is that leads to the disaster of them. So they shouldn't think of the money. They shouldn't think of the good things. They should focus on education, and education will take them to wherever they want to go.
Now, Your Royal Majesty, why do you think they should come and watch your festival or be part of your festival?
My festival is normally the third week of November.
The third week of November?
Yes, the third week. And the Devil Chiefs is Saturday. That's our date.
What is in terms of the festivities? What does it pertain, Your Majesty?
The festival lasts a week.
Okay.
First of all, we normally develop a theme.
A theme, okay.
If it's peace or whatever theme we have.
Okay.
On a Monday, we'll ask speakers to come, and then they deliver on it, or we'll go to the FM stations, and then we'll discuss that.
Wow. Then
we have a football gala. Very, very interesting to the Nabdan people.
Okay.
This year, every year we have 8 teams. We play over a 3-day period. Then we award prizes. Then we now culminate it on Grand Deba of chiefs of the area. And that's merely drumming, dancing, merrymaking.
Hello, wonderful viewers all over the United States of America, Europe, and Africa. I am in His Royal Majesty's Palace. Naba Sigri Bewong, Soro Sonkung Nirip. Thank you so much. Africa is a land of music and rhythms. This is SAKOTE Abongo Group, the royal drummers in the palace of His Royal Majesty Naba Sigri Bewong, Soro Sonkung Nirip. From Ghana, West Africa, my name is Big Vision, coming to you from Big Vision Media. Until I catch you some other time, bye-bye.